And finally, we have Microsoft. Microsoft hopefully has an ace up their sleeve because I don't feel any buzz from them happening this year. Now, aside from just one or two games, maybe, they really don't have anything. They'll probably show the stats on the Kinect, how it's like number one seller, blah blah blah, and all that jazz. But aside from maybe one or two games on the Kinect, there's nothing that's there for it for me anyway. I got the Kinect, and the only game I got was the Kinect Adventures that came with it, and Dance Central. That's pretty much all I got. So now they had the same problem with the Sony and the Move, that they got to show that they're sticking with the long haul, and they really want to make this thing succeed. Now they'll probably also talk about the media stuff with the dashboard. Maybe they just had their spring dashboard update, something for the fall. Um, they're probably gonna. I think they're adding Skype to it, so they'll probably show how that's gonna work. I'm guessing that it's gonna use the Kinect camera or the Vision camera just to get the video calls in. So that's gonna be a nice touch actually. But I was hoping that they have now with the inclusion of Skype and Twitter and Facebook. The last one left is YouTube, pretty much. Now I know everybody has a phone, and they can access YouTube easily on any device, but with the inclusion of that on the dashboard and something like being able to upload from the dashboard using the Vision camera or the Kinect, I think that would be pretty cool. Somebody who doesn't have like a digital camera or can't upload to YouTube and would like to, that would be a nice alternative. So hopefully, something like that. Maybe that'll be like something big for the dashboard stuff. Now, Gears 3 will be shown because that's going to be their first party title for this holiday season. Um, that's going to be shown heavily. It's probably a demo of it on it. I don't see, Gears is probably just going to be more of the same old, but it's still going to be great because I'm a big fan of Gears. They're going to show Modern Warfare 3 as like their own, how they keep doing with Black Ops and Modern Warfare 2. They'll probably announce like an exclusive map for the first month or two, whatever, because that's what they do. But aside from that, if they're gonna remake Halo, that might be a big announcement. Not for me anyway, because I'm not the biggest Halo fan. I'll probably play it because I do like it, but not like crazy over it. Maybe in like an Alan Wake 2, because they don't have that much first party games to create a buzz for it. So hopefully, like I said, they do have something up their sleeve for it. Mass Effect 3 probably be shown if EA probably has a press conference of their own. So I don't know if they're gonna show at their press conference. They're probably gonna show Mass Effect running on the Xbox and saying that they also have exclusive download content for it. That's pretty much it for Microsoft's conference. Now, E3 in general, Konami's press conference is, I believe, today at like 5 o'clock Pacific time, which is like 8 on East Coast. But hopefully they'll show they want to get like the early jump on the E3 buzz, so they'll show Metal Gear Rising. Hopefully, release date for that. Metal Gear Solid 3DS, maybe a Metal Gear Solid for the NGP, maybe a Castlevania for NGP, or like a new Castlevania. It's a long shot for Metal Gear Solid 6 because I don't think they would show it like on a press conference before E3. But with like if they do, because I mark out for Metal Gear Solid. That's like one of my favorite is my favorite series of all time. If they do have Metal Gear Solid 6, I would hope for it to be like a new lead character, new set of people, but not totally new. Um, each game had a theme of leaving something on to the next generation. So it would be cool for John, who's Raiden's son at the end of Metal Gear Solid 4, and Sonny to continue their legacies of Olga and Snake and Raiden, just to continue on with that. So I think that would be pretty cool. But like you said, it's a long shot, and I'm hoping for the best for that. But like I said, Castlevania for a 3DS or an NGP and Metal Gear Solid for those handhelds, and they'll probably show off the next iteration of Pro Evolution Soccer or whatnot. So that's pretty much for the Konami's press conference. And these games, I would love to see them announced. They're mostly sequels, but I won't hope for the moon because they're kind of like long shots. Some of them. The first one up is Power Stone 3. Now I love the first and second one. The second one was just like amazing for its time. Playing on Dreamcast. I want to get the PSP port of it, but like a new Power Stone would be awesome. Like Capcom gave us Marvel vs. Capcom 3, and people wanted that for like 10 years. So if people want Power Stone 3, I think they should make it. However, with their track record, they'll probably just give us 5 characters and 15 for a DLC and stuff like that. I hate that. However, but Power Stone 3 is like the number one I would want on to be announced at this E3. Maybe another game is Shenmue 3. Now, I played the first one back when it came out. I was younger, so I didn't really grasp it. So if they ever brought that back for like an arcade download, the Shenmue 1, or like a 2-pack game with Shenmue 1 and 2, I would probably just buy that because I want to play them again. But Shenmue 3 is kind of like a long shot too, but hopefully they'll get announced also. Now, going back to Capcom, they have their Resident Evil games for 3DS and the Recon game for the for the Xbox and the PlayStation coming out end of this year. But hopefully an announcement of Resident Evil 6, that'll be nice. Preferably going back to the survival horror zombie game and not less of the action-y shoot 'em ups. However, they should keep like the point of view over the shoulder. That was fine, but just keep it more. Go back to its roots, because even with all the zombie games like that's coming out, Dead Island, and the old ones like Left 4 Dead and Dead Rising and Zombie Apocalypse, and however more zombie games are out there, you can never have enough zombie games. I would suspect. And Resident Evil going back to zombies and showing them how it's done, that'll be great. So hopefully Resident Evil 6 will be announced. Look forward to the next Tomb Raider game, how that's shaping up. That series needs a jolt in the arm. They could take from Uncharted, which took from Tomb Raider, but you don't need to change the game per se. You just, whatever you do, you just have to do amazing and just really solidly. That's like the greatness of Uncharted, how like everything in that game is pretty much perfect. So I'm looking forward, because I'm also a Tomb Raider fan since the first one, and I would love to see like a reboot, since games that have been rebooted just like movies, with Bionic Commando and Golden Axe. An older game called Fighting Force was like a beat 'em up. A reboot of that would be nice, just to like bring it up to today's world and today's graphics. I would love that. Next are like Ubisoft games. One is Beyond Good and Evil 2. Now, another year to work on it and to make it presentable. It was kind of missing from last year, but that little trailer, and the year before with that supposed gameplay footage. But if it wasn't canceled, I hope it wasn't, but it could be a show stealer if it's shown and them just working on it to perfection. And if it's anything like anywhere as near as great as the first one, then it's definitely gonna be like a classic game. Now, this is another long shot, but a sequel to a cel-shaded first-person shooter that came out a couple years ago called 13. Now that game ended off on a cliffhanger, and I really love that game, but since it ended on a cliffhanger and then the sequel never happened, kind of left a bad taste in my mouth. So hopefully sequel for that will be announced, but another pipe dream. And then the next Assassin's Creed game, I know I don't know if it's been confirmed yet, but it's still taking place within like, they're changing the settings, but still in like olden times. Now, Assassin's Creed 1 was great. I played a little bit of Assassin's Creed 2, but never finished it. And then I never played Brotherhood, so I'm kind of done with the whole Rome, Italy, the olden times. I would love to see the Assassin's Creed game, Assassin's Creed title, moved up to present times and like futuristic assassinations. I think that's, I don't know if that's what they're probably their main goal is. That end game is to get to that point. But until then, I'll probably just skip it until it does get to that point, and I'll just catch up with the story on Wikipedia. But I would really love to see that that series set in modern times, because the whole stealth assassination, I love that genre. Like this game, Alpha Protocol, that came out last year. It got bad reviews, but I'm really liking it. So like an Assassin's Creed game modern time, I would love to see that. And basically that's it for like E3. So hopefully it's good expo. A lot of new stuff, not a lot of new games to look forward to, and I can't wait to see what's gonna be shown. So thanks for watching, and game on.